Hi guys, morning everyone. Welcome to the session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive preparation platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep. And yes guys, we are back into the Sunday fun day. Just let me check it out. Alright, yes guys, we are back into the Sunday fun day session. Yet another Sunday, yet another fun day. Okay, because aptitude for engineers, for GATE aspirants should be a light-hearted topic, but at the same time, light-hearted does not mean you can neglect it. It's very important, 15 marks, but need not spend a lot of dedicated time on it. Little bit practicing it step by step can make you score the best in this. Why this is not updated? Check करते हैं. All right, yes, I think it's fine now. Very good morning everyone. Good morning Tushar, Raghavendra, Surya, Gokul, Soumya, Madhu, Amshi, Priya, Hema, Abhishek. Very good morning everyone. Okay, so in this particular dose of aptitude, which is the episode number 6, I'm going to talk about the ratio, averages and alligations. Yes, in this general aptitude practice dose, we are going to talk about ratio, averages and alligations. What are the important questions based on them? The concepts of ratio, average is pretty simple, but what type of questions GATE is asking you, what level we can go up to the GATE 23, all those, the intent of the session will be around that. Very good morning once again everyone. Irfan, Raghuram, Navneet, I'm good. Okay guys, anybody, what is allegation? Let me first test whether you know what is that allegation. Let's get moving ahead parallelly. This is a brief intro about your mentor Rakesh. I have secured All India rank 9th in the GATE examination and I have completed my masters from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I have been training students for more than 12 years, having trained more than 50,000 students. This is what is my major area of expertise. Okay. Good morning Chandrakant, Chandrasekhar. Very good morning everyone. Okay guys, a quick update for you on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Okay, we are going to come live on the 2nd of August, that is Tuesday. I am going to come live Tuesday at 8 PM on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, and I am going to discuss 25 most important engineering mathematics PYQ. 25 most important engineering mathematics PYQ, right? 25 most important engineering mathematics PYQ, and this session is going to be common for all. That the PYQ that is going to be covered is from the linear algebra, probability and calculus portions, which is common to all branches including computer science. Right? So linear algebra, probability and distributions, or I can say probability and random variables, and calculus. This is what is going to be the intent of the session. Okay, 25 most important engineering mathematics PYQ. Okay, to come learn what level of PYQs have been there from these important topics, which have been the most important, good PYQs you can say, at 8 PM this Tuesday, that is just day after tomorrow on 2nd of August, right? Chalo guys, so let's get started. As you know, in this practice dose, we take up practice questions, and through those practice questions, we get the dose of concepts also, we get the dose of practice as well. Okay. Sign back for that, the updates will be in the study plan only, because I also don't know directly, it will be there in my schedule, but I don't remember directly when it is. Okay, so the first question guys, ready for you from the ratio, averages and allegation, is here in front of you. The monthly incomes, starting with the ratio cases, the monthly incomes, right, of A and B are in the ratio 4:3, and their savings are in the ratio 3:2. If the expenditure of each will be ₹600, then find the monthly income. So one common question that is made from the ratio is income, expenditure and saving. Very simple question it is actually, because when we want to discuss about the expenditure is given by the total income minus savings. Okay, right? Yeah, vice versa. You can describe the problem maybe this way also, right? If you want to calculate the savings of any person, it is income minus expenditure. Right? Now, if I want to talk about the person A, right, what is the monthly income? The income of A and B are in the ratio 4:3. Now guys, whenever the quantities are given in the ratio of 4:3, does it mean that they are equal to 4 and 3? No. What is to be deduced from here? That if I want to write down incomes, the income of A will be 4k, any integral multiple of 4, and the income of B will be 3k, any integral multiple of 3. We cannot say it is just 4 and 3. They are in the ratio 4 and 3. That is a simplified ratio. It can be any multiple of 4, it can be any integral multiple of 4 and any integral multiple of 3. Okay, so for A, if I want to write down, the income is 4k and expenditure of each is 600. For B, if I want to write down, the income is 3k but expenditure remains to be 6. Income minus expenditure gives the saving and the ratio of the savings is given to us. Savings of A divided by savings of B, the ratio is given, that is 4k minus 600 divided by 3k minus 600. This should be in the ratio of 3/2. Guys, after solving from here, you are going to get the 600. That is how the question becomes very simple. You are going to get the 600, and so the incomes of A, right? So the incomes of A is how much? 4k, that is 2400. The income of B is 3k, that is 1800. That is what is your answer. Correct, Madhu Vamshi. Okay, that is what is the answer. Chalo, moving ahead to the next question on the screen. Next question here, ready for you. A, B, C have amounts in the ratio 3:4:5. Okay, so they have some amount which is given in some ratio, that is 3:4:5. First, B gives 1/4 to A and 1/4 to C. So now there's a process of transfer of funds. Then C gives some amount to A. Find the final ratio of amount of A, B, C. Right? Now, if they are in the ratio 3:4:5, as we learned, A, B, C. What is the initial amount with them? 3:4:5, right? So the amounts can be written as 3k, 4k, 5k, right? Now what happens? First transaction, B gives 1/4 to A and 1/4 to C. In the first transaction, this is the initial case. Now first transaction is going to occur, right? B gives 1/4 to A and 1/4. Now what is the amount with B? 4k, 1/4 of k. 1/4, देखो इसका जो 1/4 है, that should be equal to k. So now after the first transition, right, A is going to have 3k plus k. It gets 1/4 from the B. C is going to have 5k plus k, right? And how much has B given actually? B has given total of 2k, right? So what is the amount actually? 4k, right? This is 2k and this is 6k. This is the ratio after the first transition. But now then C gives 1/6 to the A. Now C gives 1/6 to the A. So now let us come to the second transition. Okay, पहले यहाँ पे 1/6 भी highlight कर देते हैं. What is 1/6 of C will be simply equal to K. K is having the amount of 6k. Now, it's only understanding the language, rest all it is a simple question only. Now, if I write down what happens after the second transaction, C is giving 1/6 to only A. So A has 4k plus it gets another k, right? B में कोई change नहीं है, but C loses 1/6, so C will have 6k minus k. So net amount is equal to 5k, 2k, 5k. So what is the ratio? Now eliminate the k, right? The ratio is 5:2:5. The ratio here is 5:2:5. The ratio here is 5:2:5. Got it? The ratio here is 5:2:5. Good morning, Hanif. Right, correct, Madhu Vamshi and Raghavendra, correct answer. Correct answer is option number D. Moving ahead to the next question on screen, ready for you. The ratio of number of boys. Now see, it's a GATE 19 or 2 marks question as well, and it's really simple. The ratio of the number of boys and girls who participated in an examination is 4:3, right? The total percentage of candidates who passed is 80 and the percentage of girls who passed is 90. What is the percentage of boys who passed? What is the ratio of total number of boys and girls? Right, it is 4:3. So how many boys I can say? 4k. And how many girls I can say? 3k. So how many is the total number of students? Right, total number of students who participated is 7k. Right, now the next data they have given the percentage of candidates who passed. How many passed? 80%. 80% means 80 by 100 of the total. Total was 7k. When you simplify this, you are getting 5.6k, 0.8 into 7. Okay, then percentage of girls who passed. Okay, right, girls 90% passing. Okay, so how many actual girls? 90% of the total girls. Total girls is equal to 3k and this is 0.9 into 7, that is 2.7k. So how many boys passed? It is very much clear now. How many are the boys passed, guys? How many boys passed? 5.6k total students passed. Out of them 2.7k are girls, so this becomes 2.9k boys passed. Right, in percentage of boys passed they are asking is 2.9k is divided by the value of, is divided by boys are 4k multiplied by 100. Calculate this, 72.5% you are going to obtain. Right, correct, Saurav Das. 72.5% is the final answer going to be for this question. Option number A. That is the 72.5. Okay, 72.50, correct. Going ahead to the next question, it was a simple question based on ratio and percentages actually. Okay, now this is also a good question. To simplify, you need some good logic. If A by B is equal to B by C is equal to C by D, then what should be the value of B cube plus C cube plus D cube divided by A cube plus B cube plus C cube? Okay. What should be this answer? Dekho. Correct, Priya Mohan, Hanif, Vaduvamshi, correct. Dekho. A by B, what is given to me is A by B is B by C is C by D. You can take it as K. You can take it as K. Right. So, how much is C? C is equal to DK. Right. How much is B? B is equal to CK. But C is DK. So, this is DK square. One simplification, right, will going to help you. A is equal to BK. And B is equal to dk square into k, the total dk cube. Everything I can convert in the form of d. Right, now what is the value of this expression? This should be equal to b cube. Now b cube is d cube k power 6. This is the value of b, right, plus c cube, that is d cube k cube plus d cube, whole divided by denominator a cube. A का क्यूब किया तो d क्यूब k raised to the power 9 will come, right, plus b cube, that is d cube k power 6, right, plus c cube, that is d cube k cube. Okay, now it is very clear that d cube is getting cancelled. No, this one is not the gate one, Jayant. D cube is getting cancelled, that is very clear. This is k power 6 plus k cube plus 1 divided by, now denominator mein one thing is common, that is k cube. Denominator, say if I take the k cube common, I have k power 6 plus k power 3 plus 1. So k power 6 plus k power 3 plus 1 is got cancelled. It is 1 by k cube. Now what should be 1 by k cube? Dekho, 1 by k cube, you can write it as 1 by k into 1 by k into 1 by k. Sir, what is 1 by k? Take all of these ratios in the inverted form, right? So this is going to become b by a multiplied by c by b multiplied by d by c. C to c cancel, b to b cancelled. Only term that is going to be left is d by a. Only term that is going to be left is the d by a. Answer is option number D. Okay, answer is D. Yes, Priya, Vadhuamshi, Saurav Das, correct answer. Yes, Prashant. So every Sunday we are having the Sunday Fun Day. Some different topics on every Sunday. We practice up. We come here to utilize the Sunday, and this is the episode number 6 of that. Okay, let's move ahead. And yes, there will be a playlist available. Let's move ahead and let's go to the next question. If A by B is 3:4, mixing of ratios here, right? B by C is equal to 5:2 and A is to B is to C equal to how much? A by B given, B by C given. Very simple and logical question. Yes, Surya, you can get the PDF of this class in my Telegram group. I will share you the Telegram link, guys. And with this, right, to boost up your confidence, Abhinav Negi sir, yes guys, all your favorite Civil Dawn Abhinav Negi sir is live to boost up your confidence, to boost up your morale for the GATE preparation. Okay, and yes, welcome Abhinav Negi sir, and even the Byjus team is active. Our team is active and they are also welcoming Abhinav sir. So guys, let's have a warm welcome to Abhinav Negi sir, to our dear Abhinav Negi sir. Yes guys, come on, Dawn is here. चलो यार एकदम फटाफट से कर दो इसको. What is A is to B is 3:4. Then they are telling, then there is a ratio of B is to C, that is given to you as 5:2. Right? Now what is the common variable here? What is the common variable here, guys? Right? The common variable is B, and in one of the ratio it has having a 4 part, in one of the ratio it is having the 5 part. Can we make that as common? Can we make the number corresponding to B common? And that is possible if you take the LCM. Actually any common multiple, but target the lowest common multiple. So what is the LCM of 4 and 5? Everybody must be knowing. That is 20, right? So let's make B as 20, and to make B as 20, this should be multiplied by 5. This whole ratio can be multiplied by 5. So 15:20, and niche wala, to make 5 into 20, you have to multiply by 4. So 5 4s are 20 and 8 4s are 80. Sorry. 4 8s are 8. 4 8s are 8. Now what is this? Now B is common. 15:20 is A is to B. B is to C is 20 is to 8. So what is the combined ratio? Now the common variable has the common data. Okay, so now I can say that A is to B is to C is 15:20 into 8. Okay. Right guys, so let's get moving ahead to the next question on screen. Now, one very simplest but yet very expected type of question that can be related to ratio is basically the ages. Okay, ages and the problems based on ages. Okay, very simple but very expected type of question. Not only in GATE, the problems of ages in common in any type of competitive exam. The ratio of the ages of father and her daughter at present is 3:1. 4 years ago, the ratio was 4:1. Find the average age of the father and daughter 2 years hence. Yes, Surya, I told you will get the PDF in my Telegram. I will soon share you the link of Telegram also, right? But that PDF is password protected always. What is the password of the PDF? I can tell you any time in the live session, right? So you have to stay updated live. Anytime at random, I will give you the password. Those who have the password, they can access the PDF in my Telegram group. The link of Telegram will be shared to you shortly. The ratio of the ages of father and daughter at present is 3:1. So how much is the father's age? 3K. How much is the daughter's age? It is 1K. Right? 4 years ago, 4 saal pehle, the ratio was 4:1, right? So now when I have to go to 4 years ago, okay, the 4 years ago, the ratio, the age of father will be 3K minus 4. 4 saal pehle, both will be 4 years smaller, 4 years younger, divided by K minus 4. That ratio of the father and daughter 4 years ago was 4:1. From here you get the value of K, right? So how much? 3K minus 4 is equal to 4K minus of 16, and hence the value of K is equal to 12. What is the average age of the father and daughter 2 years hence? 2 years hence. Now the data they want is 2 years hence. What is the meaning of 2 years hence? 2 years later. आज से 2 साल बाद. 2 years hence. 2 years later. What is the average age of father? तो पहले दोनों का age लिख लेते हैं. Father is currently 3K. After 2 years, it will be 3K plus 2. Daughter is currently having the age K. After 2 years, it will be K plus 2. So what is the average of them? What is the average of them? Total add कर लिया 4K plus 4 divide by 2, and that is equal to 2K plus 2. Put down the value of K is 12. So answer is 26. Answer has to be 26. Madhu Vamshi, correct. Mohtashim and Irfan, check your answers. Something is not correct with the calculation. The answer has to be 26. So understanding the language here, Hanif, 26, very close. Okay, 2 years, what is 4 years ago, what is 2 years hence, and then using the correct calculation, right? No Bhaskar, no update yet, but you have the new Telegram group, you can stay connected with me in that. Okay. Chalo, let's move ahead to the next question then. Correct Saurav Das, correct Irfan. Now, okay, next question. Tanya's grandfather was 8 times older to her 16 years ago. 8 times older to her 16 years ago. Okay, 16 years ago. Okay, he would be 3 times of her age 8 years from now. 8 years ago, what was the ratio of Tanya's age to that of grandfather? Okay, so little just words, twisted words. Calculation is going to appear simple, right? And if you are getting your answers, do not forget to like the session. If you are enjoying the Sunday as fun day, do not forget to like the session. Keep liking the session. Tanya's grandfather, okay, पहले 16 years ago की बात करेंगे, right? Then he would be 3 times of her age 8 years from now. And 8 years ago, what was the ratio of Tanya's age to that of the grandfather's age, right? So first they want to discuss 16 years ago. Okay, 16 years ago. The grandfather was 8 times, okay, acha, 16 years ago, grandfather will be GD minus 16, but that is equal to 8 times older. Okay, 8 times older. Tanya's age is T, so T minus 16. This is one equation. This is one equation. Second kya hai? He would be 3 times of her age 8 years from now. So 8 years from now, GD will be GD plus 8 and he will be 3 times of her age. 3 times of her age. This is the second case. This is the second case. 8 years ago, what was the ratio of Tanya's age to that of grandfather's age? Okay. So, bhai, what is that equation? Let me write down both the equations in front of you. First equation, I have GD minus 16 is equal to 80 minus 16 into 8 is 128. Then you have GD plus 8. GD is the grandfather is equal to 3T plus 24. Correct. So you are able to get the Tanya's age from here, right? You are able to get the Tanya's age from here if you subtract first minus second, right? First minus second if you subtract. So this becomes minus of 24 is equal to 5T and this is also subtracted. So this is 152 minus 152. So what should be the value of 5T? The value of 5T is equal to 152 minus 24. So 24 will be getting cancelled. Okay, so that is actually 128. This is 128. That is 5T. So definitely answers are going to be, but ratio simplify ho jayega. Okay, T is equal to 128 divided by 5. Right, and from here you can get the value of GD as well. You can get the value of GD. GD can be written, yahan se nikal lenge second equation se. GD can be written as 3 into T plus 16. 8 and 24 ko cancel karte hue. So just we'll calculate this portion. So this is equal to 300, 28 into 3, 384 plus 80 divided by 5. 464 is divided by 5. Just keep a track of the calculation. Aap kya bola hai? Little bit just calculation it is. 8 years ago, what was the ratio of Tanya's age to that of the grandfather's? 8 years ago, Tanya's age is T minus 8. Tanya's upon grandfather divided by GD minus 8. That is the ratio they are asking. So Tanya's age is 128 by 5 already. 128 by 5 minus 8 divided by grandfather is 464 divided by 5 minus 8. Simplifying this, this is 40. So 128 minus 40 turns out to be 88. And this is 400 and isko 40 se subtract kiya to 414. Right? Both are getting subtracted by 40. Looks good. This was 464. Yes, that is also correct. Okay, sorry, this is 424. Now we just have to simplify this. Okay, we have to simplify this. Okay, So this can be cancelled with 4 or directly इसको cancel कर देंगे 22. So this is turning out to be 106. No. This part is 53, this part is 11. 11 by 53, yes, so none of this. None of this. Just check the calculation once. 11 by 53 is going to be coming up as the answer. This is just little calculation. Little calculation. And sometimes, yes, sometimes calculations do come up in these questions. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing strange here. Okay, thank you, Bhaskar. Okay. See, the level may not match quantitative sign box, but to be true, quantitative aptitude syllabus, if you talk specially, it is more or less the same across all examinations, more or less. Okay, only thing in the SSC type examination, the mental ability test is also pressurized more, and the spatial aptitude type, the picture based cases are more important there. Okay, but that is other than, if you are talking about quantitative aptitude, it is same only. 11 by 53, right? Just check the calculation, guys. Ekdam tezi se kiya hai. If any calculation correction is there, let me know, or else let's move to the next question, the average marks. So we'll be taking up average questions also. Correct, Irfan and Anusha also say 11 by 53 only. Okay, the average marks of ABC is 48. The average marks of ABC is 48. Another student D joins the group and the new average becomes 44. If another student E who has 3 marks more than D joins, the average of BCDE becomes 43. What is the marks of A? Ab dhyan dena, this question is relying on the average calculation. This question is relying on the average calculation. So, see, in the average calcul questions, we know average is equal to what? Sum of observations divided by total number of observations. But most commonly, guys, the questions that is going to be made, the question that is going to be made in front of you, averages will be given to you and some twist and some modifications of the averages you have to use. So most commonly the data that you are going to use is sum. So what should be the sum? Sum is equal to average is multiplied by total number of observation, that is equal to n, suppose. That is going to be more important and more relevant to your questions. More relevant to your question. Sum of observations is average into total number of observations. Let's say that is equal to n. Now average marks of ABC. What is the first statement given to me, sir? Average marks of ABC. Okay, so average hai to sum nikalenge. A plus B plus C is equal to average into total. Total 3 quantities are there. Average is 48 multiplied by 3. So this is one equation for you. I can say that this is one equation for you. Let this be one. Okay. Second, let me come to the second. Another student D joins the group and the new average is 44. Now when D joins, what is the sum? A plus B plus C plus D, right? And the average is 44 and now the total observations are 4. 44 into 4. Okay. Another student E who has 3 marks more than D. Another student E who has 3 marks more than D. It is clearly given. E has 3 marks more than D. Ye ho gaya number third statement. Okay. Joins, then the average of BCDE is 43. Average of BCDE. So what is the sum of BCDE? B plus C plus D plus E is equal to average, which is 43, multiplied by total observation, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 43 multiplied by the 4. What is the marks obtained by A? What is the marks obtained by the A? So E's value we know, right? E is D plus 3. Yahan se, dekho, A plus B plus C, yahan se you are able to get the value of D. Chalo, now the simplifications. From the first two itself, you are able to see that when you subtract first two, you are able to say that D is equal to 44 into 4 minus 48 is multiplied by 3. This is 176 minus 144. That should be equal to 32, right? So E is equal to 32 plus 3, that is 35. E ka value aa gaya, that is fixed as 35. BCD, okay, you want the value of A. You only want the value of A. D bhi pata hai meko. D kitna hai? 32, right? So you have B plus C plus 32 plus 35, that is equal to 67, is 43 into 4, 172. Okay, so from here, what should be B plus C? B plus C is equal to 105. let's say this is equation number 5. A plus B plus C and B plus C is known to you, right? So equation number 1 minus equation number 5, if you do, B and C getting cancelled. A is equal to 48 into 3, that is 144 minus 105. Correct answer is 39. Correct answer is 39, right? Correct, yes, Anusha, Madhu, Vamshi, Hanif, Shubham. 39 is the final correct answer. 39 is the final correct answer. What is the marks of it? Simplification of equation, right? Next, moving ahead to the next. In the summer of 2012, in New Delhi, the mean temperature, a GATE 1 mark simple question, mean temperature of Monday to Wednesday is given to you, Tuesday to Thursday is given to you. Okay, now mean is given to you, that means can I calculate? Thank you once again, Bhaskar. Okay, so we have Monday to Wednesday, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is 41 multiplied by 3. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, 41 multiplied by 3. Okay. So you're quite elder than me, and good to get the compliments from you, sir. Okay. Now, Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday is average into 3. Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday, the average is 43, so sum is 43 multiplied by 3. If the temperature on Thursday was 15% higher than that of Monday, then what is the temperature in degrees Celsius on Thursday? Okay, what is the next statement given to you? If the temperature on Thursday was 15% higher, 15% higher means 115% of Monday. All these things I have taught you in the percentage class as well, the episode of percentage, right? 15% above what? Above 100%, base value is considered as 100% of its own. Okay, so Thursday is 115% of Monday, that is 1.15 Monday. Okay, what is the temperature on Thursday actually? So देखो, सबसे पहले take the equation number 1 and 2 and subtract them. Okay, so when you subtract equation number 2 minus equation number 1, when you are going to subtract the equation number 2 minus equation number 1, Tuesday, Wednesday is cancelled. You just have Thursday minus Monday is equal to 43 minus 41, 2 3s are 6. Okay, Thursday is 1.15 Monday. So 0.15 Monday is equal to 6. The value of the Monday will be 6 divided by 0.15, 600 by 15, that is equal to 40. But I need the Thursday's answer. So Thursday is equal to 1.15 times 40. And 15% of 40 is equal to 6. So this answer is 46 degree. Answer is 46 degree. Option number C. Okay. Correct, Madhu, Amshi, Mohtasim, Saurav Das, all correct, 46. Yes, John Philip will plan in sequence, don't worry. So this is the option number C. Option number C. All good? Practice, Shubham. Practice is the only key for that. Practice and concentration actually. Otherwise, you know, if the concentration is not there, with the speed, accuracy is lost. So speed and accuracy ka balance rakhna hai. The average of 10 numbers is 40.2. But later it was found that there is a twist in the story again, that 2 of the numbers have been wrongly added. Right? Average is sum divided by total observation. The sum is wrong. 2 numbers have been wrongly added. Rest 8 are correct. The first is 18 greater than the actual number, and the second number added is 13 instead of 33. Find the correct average. Find the correct average. So, if we actual average, original average की बात करें, right? In the first scenario, the average of 10 numbers, let's say that 10 numbers are A1, A2, A3 up to A10. The average is 40.2. The sum is equal to 40.2 multiplied by 10, that is 402. Okay, but out of them, the first is 18 greater than the actual number, right? 18 greater than the actual number. So if I come to the actual, right, the first number that was added is 18 greater than the actual. So how much is actual? 18 less than A1. So यहाँ पे आना चाहिए A1 minus 18. Okay, try to understand. And second number added is 13 instead of 32, instead of 33. So this was supposed to be 33, but what they have added is 13. So how much less? How much less? What is the deduction from this language? 13 liya instead of 33. That means 20 less than actual. I can relate like this. 20 less than the actual number, right? So to come to the correct number, you have to add 20 here. You have to add 20 here. So actually this should be A2 plus 20. Rest is same. Only the two numbers were wrongly added. Rest is same. So what is the new average? What is the actual correct average? Yahi pucha hai na? What is the correct average? Correct actual average. So that should be equal to A1 minus 18 plus A2 plus 20 plus A3 to A10 whole divided by 10. Sum of observation divided by 10. Okay, so it is A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to A10, that is coming up. Minus 18 plus 20 is plus 2 divided by 10. And what is the sum from A1 to A10? It is 402. So sir, it is 402 plus 2 divided by 10. 405 by 10, 404 by 10, 40.4. 40.4. No, answer is not 40, it is 40.4. Option number B, some of you are coming up with 40. 40.4 it is. Mohtashin correct answer, Shubham correct answer, it's B 40.4. Madhuvamshi correct answer 40.4. Okay. If you misinterpret the data, then rather than plus 2 you might be getting minus 2, then you are getting 40. So yes, Sarah, that's what you just interpreted it in the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. Okay guys. Chalo, moving ahead to the next question on the screen. Moving ahead to the next question on the screen. And before showing you the next question, let us also take the weighted average concept. Now we know the average concept. See guys, suppose there are two different groups. Okay. Suppose that there is a group 1. There is some group 1, right, in which the average is equal to A1. Okay. Average is equal to A1. So what is the sum of observations? Okay, and the total number of observations is N1. So sum of the observations is average into total number of observations, A1 into N1, or we can write it as N1 A1, right? Similarly, when you talk about group 2, right? Group 2, suppose the group 2 has total number of quantities N2. It is some different group, some different type of quantity, and their average is A2, right? So what is the sum of these quantities? It is N2 A2. Now what is the combined average, weighted average? So it's basically an idea that you have two different quantities, one from group 1, one from group 2, matlab two different categories of quantity, but when you place them together, yes Sudarshan, we are going to see that where we use, just wait for that, questions will tell you. Okay, but when we mix group 1 and group 2, when you combine group 1 and group 2, when you combine group 1 and 2, right, what is the resultant average? That resultant average is known as the weighted average, and that will be given by how much? What is the formula for this average? So average is always sum divided by total number of observation. What is the sum of both? Sum of each commodities you know, N1 A1. What is the sum of the second? N2 A2. So when both are considered together, what is the total sum? N1 A1 plus N2 A2 divided by total observations kitna hua? N1 from the first group, N2 from the second group. It is N1 plus N2. It is N1 plus N2. Right. That is why actually we call it as weighted average. See, if you break this formula, this is N1 upon N1 plus N2 multiplied by A1. N2 upon N1 plus N2 multiplied by A2, right? So the average A1 is multiplied by the weight of the N1. So see, what is the weight of N1? There are, the fraction of N1. Suppose there are total 10 quantities. Just may say, suppose there are total 10 quantities. 3 belong to first group, 7 belong to the other group. Total 10 hai. So how much is the weight of the first? 3 upon 3 plus 7. What is the weight as a fraction of total? As a fraction of total, right? Okay. Okay. So that is what? So N1 upon N1 plus N2 is the weight of the total quantities of first group. Similarly, N2 upon N2 plus N1 plus N2, that is the weight of second group. Now, if I generalize this and show you what type of questions we are going to discuss here is, okay, weighted average. Okay, weighted average. Similarly, you have N different groups. Here I took 2 groups. Here you have, suppose if you have M different groups. Suppose if you have M different groups. So the weighted average is given by N1 A1 plus N2 A2 etc etc NM AM divided by the total observations N1 to NM. Let's understand with a question. Let us understand with a question. What is the question coming up here? The average salary of 12 employees of Star Plus. Dekho, there are 12 employees of a company. Their average is known to you. 15 employees of NDTV is 16,1200. What is the average salary of all 27 employees? So suppose at a place, at a party, at a meeting, all of these persons have gathered together, but 12 of Star Plus and 27 are from NDTV. Matlab they are 2 different groups. They are 2 different groups. Correct? They are of 2 different groups. One is Star Plus, right? One is Star Plus. The average of the Star Plus is 18K, right? And how many Star Plus employees are there? 12. Another, rather than group 1, group 2, now I have named the group 1 and group 2. There are employees of Star Plus group 1 and NDTV group 2 and the NDTV group 2. So next group for you is the employees of NDTV. Their average is 16,200. So I can write 16.2K. And how many of the NDTV employees? 15. Right. What is the average of all 27 employees? Okay. So this is like, just wait for a second, something. Just wait for a moment. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay. All 27 employees means the question needs to discuss with you what should be the combined average of all 27 employees, right? Okay, of both the groups, and that is known as the weighted average. Okay, when you combine the average of 2, 3, 4 different groups, maybe 2 groups or 3 groups or n number of groups, right? Individually you know the average of each groups, then the final average is known as the weighted average, and that will be given by the formula. Since only 2 groups are here, N1 A1 plus N2 A2 is divided by N1 plus N2 is divided by the value of N1 plus N2. Okay, so that is how much? That is 12 multiplied by N1 A1, sorry, 12 is multiplied by 18,000. This is 15 multiplied by 16,200. 16.2K is divided by 12 plus 15. Solve it up, guys. After calculations, you are going to get the answer as 17,000. Okay. Yes, already it's there. Sai Charan, just recheck the calculations. Madhu, Vamshi, Saurav, Priya, Irfan, Sriram, Mohtasim, Hanif, Raghavendra, 17,000. 17,000. Okay. Now, actually what you're doing in this problem, there is one question I asked you in the beginning. Okay, allegation. Probably I just replied, I just got 1 or 2 replies. I asked you a simple question in the beginning. What is allegation? Okay, usually students are not even aware what allegation is. Many times I felt that. Some people know, but some people don't know. I asked you a question in the beginning. I didn't get the proper reply, just 1 or 2 replies. Anybody know what is allegation? You are here to attempt the class of allegation. No, Madhu. That is allegation, A-double-L-E. What you are telling is related with another word. Okay, see, allegation is related to mixture. It is not mixture. Okay, it is not mixture. The allegation that you are talking, Madhu Vamshi, is like arop, kisi pe arop lagana. I am not talking about that allegation. See, allegation is actually not mixture. It is a method. It is a method to solve the questions based on mixtures. Now, please see. Okay, ये जो allegation की हम बात करेंगे, some people say that it is mixtures. No, this is a method. This is a technique or a method to solve problems or questions on mixture, and simply nothing. It is based on the weighted average concept only. Now please see what we have done in the usually when we talk about mixing, is it all about mixing of rice only? Question आपने कैसे देखा होगा? Two different alloys are mixed, two metals are mixed, two different liquids are mixed, water and milk is mixed, right? Two different types of rice is mixed, right? Two different types of sugars is mixed. But it may be mixing of anything. So this is also a mixing actually here. Star Plus and NDTV employees mixed together. Star Plus and NDTV employee mixed together. That is also a mixture. Okay, it's not always mixtures of eatable things like sugar, rice, or or liquid quantities. It can be mixture of persons as well. So this is also a mixture question, right? Okay, so we had Star Plus employees plus NDTV employees giving you a mixture. So that means the previous question that you have solved is a mixture question only. We are just going to properly formulate it. So allegation is a method to solve question on mixture, and that is based on the weighted average concept. Okay, it is a method to solve problems or questions on mixtures, right? And mixing of two or more ingredients gives us a mixture. Two or more ingredients, that ingredients may be employees as well, persons of NDTV and Star Plus, isn't it? So even the previous question was a mixture question, but we have solved by the weighted average. So यहीं से समझ में आता है allegation is a method which is based on the weighted average concept only. We are just going to give a proper shape, and there are four rules to remember in allegation. One by one I will discuss that. There are 4 rules to remember in allegation. 4 important cases. Rules or cases, whatever you want to say. Rule number 1 is directly the weighted average concept. Okay, actually all rules are based on weighted average, but a little bit modifications, tadka twist we will put in the formula. So suppose x kg of cheaper item. So suppose when you mix two different quantities, okay, two different types of sugars, one may be cheaper, one may be dearer. What is the meaning of dearer? Opposite of cheaper, means one having more price. Okay, cheaper is the one with less price, dearer is the one with more price. Okay, dearer, one whose price is more, right? So x kg of cheaper item at C rupees per kg is mixed with y kgs of dearer item at D rupees per kg. So what should be the mean price? You can calculate by weighted average, na? Okay, this is C rupees per kg. This is like average, total rupees divided by total kg. The average of the first group is C and the quantity of the first group is x kilograms. Okay, so if you apply, let me write down separately here, N1A1 plus N2A2 divided by N1 plus N2, because you are mixing two groups, you are considering the combined average of two groups. I told you whenever combined average of two different groups are considered, that is weighted average. This is the weighted average formula. What is the first quantity? X. And what is the average of it is C. Second, dearer item is total Y kilograms and the average rate is D rupees per kilogram. Okay, so Y kilogram and D rupees per kilogram divided by N1 plus N2 divided by X plus Y. That is what is written here. CX plus DY divided by X plus Y, right? Divided by X plus Y. So that is one formula based on weighted average. This is based on the weighted average only, isn't it? Okay. Now, what is the ratio of X by Y? ये भी हमें यहाँ पे देखेंगे. There can be two ways the question can be asked. What is the meaning of X by Y? X means cheaper quantity, Y means dearer quantity. So cheaper quantity upon dearer quantity. Cheaper quantity upon dearer quantity is D minus M upon M minus C. No need to remember the formula. D minus M is divided by M minus C. That is one through the formula. Okay, dearer price minus mean price upon mean price minus cheaper price. M is the mean price, which is obtained by weighted average. Sometimes the weighted average has been given to you. They ask you what is the ratio of the quantity of cheaper one to the dearer one. Okay, this is one formula, but how to remember this formula? Just note down that. This is the mean price. Okay, first write down cheaper item here. This is the dearer item. Less price. This is D, means more price. Okay. Now if you want to calculate the ratio of the item 1 and the quantity of item 2, दोनों का ratio चाहिए, तो what you have to do, you just take a cross trick, right? I call it as cross trick. This may not be perfectly visible, इसको change करेंगे. I call it as a cross trick. I call it as a cross trick. So what do I do in cross trick? Okay, I will go from left to the right, CM. Now we know that mean is always between the lower value and the higher value. Mean is always between them. It cannot be more than the higher value. It cannot be less than the lesser value. So this mean which is there, it is definitely between C and D. That means when you're going from left to right, you have to subtract in such a way that you don't get negative answer. That means you have to subtract big number minus small number, so M minus C. Okay, then next, come from right to left. Okay, in the cross manner. Okay, in the cross manner, right? So right to left, D is greater than M, so I will write down D minus M. Okay, bigger one minus smaller one you have to write. Bigger one minus smaller one you have to write. Let us understand more through question. Let us actually understand more through questions. Let me write down this one clearly, that C is less than the M is less than the D. That is the thing. Let's go to the next question. Yes, Anjali, as and when allotted the classes to me, I will be taking in vision batch also, don't worry. Okay. Gamer, many of the PSUs come after GATE, but some of the PSUs give their notification before GATE also. So PSU ke liye kab apply kar sakte, that depends on different PSUs when they are giving the notification. It may be before GATE, it may be after GATE. But selection, those who are selecting with GATE, but that will be after GATE result. But filling up of the application form, some PSUs take up before GATE also. Good morning, Satyendra. Okay, so guys, what is the question coming up here? The cost of type 1 rice. The cost of type 1 rice is 15 per kg. Type 2 rice is 20 per kg. If both type 1 and type 2 are mixed in the ratio of 2:3, then what is the price per kg of the mixed variety of rice? What is the price per kg of the mixed variety of rice? If both type 1 and type 2 are mixed in the ratio 2:3, what is the price per kg of the mixed variety of rice? Tell me. Price per kg of the mixed variety of rice. Okay. Chalo. Same hai na? Cost of type 1 rice is 15. Cost of type 2 rice is 15. Both are mixed in the ratio 2:3. What is the price per kg of the mixed variety? Price per kg of the mixed variety, okay, is known as this. Price per kg of the mixed variety is known as the mean price. Price of the mixture is the mean price, calculated by weighted average concept. N1A1 plus N2A2 is divided by N1 plus N2. Now here they have not given you the individual N1 and N2. What they have given, if both type 1 and type 2 are mixed in the ratio of 2:3, matlab the quantities are not given to you like the previous question, but they are in the ratio 2:3. N1 by N2 is 2:3. N1 by N2 is 2:3. What is the mean price? We can directly solve by the weighted average formula also, or by the trick as well. Ab dekho, what is this formula then? If the ratio of the quantity is given, I can say that N1 is 2K and I can say that N2 is equal to the 3K. 2K and 3K. Multiple of 2, multiple of 3. So yahan pe put karenge. This is 2K into what is the average price of first one? 15 per kg. N2, 3K. Average price of the second type of rice is 20 per kg. Is divided by N1 plus N2, that will be the 5K. So definitely K is getting cancelled. 2 into 15 is 30. 3 into 20 is 60. Total divided by 5. 90 divided by 5. Answer has to be 18. Option number A. Option number A. Weighted average concept. Simple weighted average concept. It is a problem of mixture solved by allegation method. That allegation method is nothing but the weighted average concept. Acha. If you solve by the cross trick, if you solve by the cross trick, if you solve it up by the cross trick, देखो cross trick में मैंने क्या बोला था, right? You have 15 per kg and 20 per kg. You have two types of rice, type 1 rice, type 2 rice, right? 15 per kg is the rate here, 20 per kg is the rate here, and the mean price is what they are asking, right? Mean price is what they are asking. Go from left to right, right, and write down big minus small. Mean is always between the lower to higher. So M is greater than 15, M minus 15, right? Go from right to left, always write down big number minus small. The big number there is 20 actually. Big number there is 20. So this is 20 minus M. Okay, so the ratio of type 1 to type 2 should be 20 minus M and M minus 15. Okay, and that ratio is given to you 2:3. If the type 1 and type 2 are mixed in the ratio of 2:3, mixed in the ratio of 2:3, so 20 minus m divided by m minus 15 is 2/3. That is given to you. Calculate the value of the mean, right? 60 minus 3m is equal to 2m minus 30. Solving it from again 5m is equal to 90, m is equal to 80. This is by the cross trick. That is by the cross trick. One and the same thing, guys. One and the same thing, but directly weighted average formula is also applicable. This is simple because we all know what is the weighted average. Next question. A mixture is formed by mixing the rice of 2.1 per kg and another rice is rupees 2.5 per kg. The average price of both the types of rice is given to you. What is the ratio they are asking now? What is the ratio of cheaper to dearer quantity used in the if the price यहाँ पे if होना चाहिए. What is the ratio of cheaper to dearer quantity used if the price of the mixture is 2.4 per kg? Mean price is given to you. What is the meaning here? Price of the mixture. Mixture ka price means mean price. See guys, I will give you one simple advice. Right? If they are asking the mean price like the last question, if they want to ask the mean price like the last question, you can go for the weighted average formula as well as cross trick. If I go to the last question, you can directly simply solve by weighted average, or if you want cross trick. But my suggestion from my side is that whenever the mean price is given and they are asking the ratio of type 1 to type 2, always prefer the cross trick for simpler calculation. Here also you can use both, nobody stops you. But when the mean price is given and they want the quantity ratio, when they want the ratio, okay, use the cross trick. That is the suggestion from my side, although you can use both, but this is simpler for calculation. So if I apply the cross trick here, okay, rice of now type 1 average is 2.1 per kg. Type 2 the average is 2.52 per kg. Okay, mean price is also given to you 2.4 per kg. So that is why the cross trick will give you the very simple result. What is the ratio of cheaper to dearer quantity, right? So यहाँ से आएंगे right to left, big minus small, 2.52 minus 2.4. Left to right, if you go again, you have to do big minus small. Don't create negative number here. 2.4 minus 2.1. Right? Okay, so what is the quantity of type 1 upon type 2? That is also cheaper upon dearer quantity. And that is actually equal to type 1 के साथ कितना ratio आया? 2.52 minus 2.4. What is written in below type 1? That you have to take. Below type 2, 2.4 minus 2.1. So it is actually just one calculation if you go by the cross trick. If you go by the cross trick. So this is 0.12 divided by 0.3, 12 by 30. Okay, so that can be cancelled as with 3, 4 divided by 10 or 2 divided by 5. Correct. 2 divided by 5 is the answer. The ratio is 2:5. The ratio they are asking 2/5, or that is 2:5. The ratio is 2:5. All okay? The ratio is 2:5. Moving ahead to the next question here. Rule number 2 of allegation, that was the rule number 1. See, all rules are related with weighted average, but different ways of putting them. Okay, and directly let's go through the rule. If there are n vessels of equal volume, understand the type of question first. I will come here. Okay, rule 2 and rule 3 एक साथ देखेंगे. The ratio of milk and water in a container is 4:1, and another container of same volume, the ratio is 5:2. Okay, so there are two containers. They contain milk and water. Okay, there are two containers, and if both these containers are mixed, then find the ratio of milk is to water. Okay, find the ratio of milk is to water. If I write down this entire data, container 1 has milk is to water in the ratio of 4:1. It has some milk, it has some water, right? If I want to go to the container number 2, right, container number 2, okay, that is of same volume, the ratio of milk is to water in the second container is 5:2. When both the containers are mixed, right, when both the containers are mixed, Find the ratio of milk is to water. Okay, so there will be some milk coming up from container 1, there will be some milk coming up from container number 2. What is the total milk is to water in the final mixture when both the containers are mixed, right? But another container is of same volume. Another container is of the same volume. We can solve using the weighted average once again, but these cases are very frequent and important. Let me give you the trick, right? When one type of ratio mixed with another type of ratio, what is the final ratio? Okay, so there are the two rules that I want to specify here. Look into this. If there are n vessels, it may be 2 vessels or 3 vessels or containers. They can name it as vessels or containers, whatever it is. If there are n vessels of equal volume, rule number 2 focuses on equal volume, filled with two types of liquids, P and Q, like filled with two types of liquids like milk and water. They are mixed in the ratio P1 is to Q2. Second, P2 is to Q2. In the third container, P3 is to Q3, etc., etc., etc. There are n containers. Right, there are vessels or there are containers, right, or bags. It can be anything. There's something containing some liquid. Okay, if contents of all these is poured into a larger vessel, then what is the ratio? What is the ratio of P and Q? Like milk and water final ratio. Final ratio of P and Q is given by the formula C. Fraction of P in every container. What is the fraction of P? Right, let me write down here. What is the fraction of P? So suppose if there are two quantities A and B in the ratio, right, in the ratio N1 by N2, that is known as the ratio, right? So what is the fraction of A? Very basic logic, let us revise. How much is known as the fraction of A? The fraction of A is known as N1 upon total. N1 upon total. Similarly, fraction of B is known as the ratio part of B divided by total. How much is B as compared to total? That is known as the fraction of B out of the total. So similarly, P1 upon P1 plus Q1 is the fraction of P liquid. P2 upon P2 plus Q2 is again the fraction of P liquid from the second container. So what you have to do, write down the fraction of P of all containers, divide by the fraction of Q of all the containers, where P and Q are different types of liquids. Similarly, if in the previous case, if the containers are having different volumes, one was same volume, nothing you have to do, take the similar formula, all the fractions, corresponding fractions multiplied by corresponding volume. We are not deriving it because it is derived from weighted average only, right? 5 minutes if you take and sit at home, you will be able to write it up. So P1 upon P1 plus Q1 likha tha, now it is multiplied by V1. Similarly, P2 upon P2 plus Q2 is multiplied by V2 and etc., etc., etc. Similarly, in the denominator, all fractions multiplied by the respective volume. Understand with the question here. Understand with the question. Okay, ratio of milk and water in first container 4:1. Ratio of milk and water in this another container is 5:2. Right? Both the containers are same volume. Same volume बोलते ही आ जाएंगे हम rule number 2 पे. When contents is mixed, find the ratio of milk is to water. So how to solve this question? How to solve this question? What is the final content of milk is to water? So what is the fraction of milk in the first one? यहीं पे लिखते हैं, it's more better actually. What is the final milk and water? What is the final milk and water? Let us solve here only. Final milk and water. So see, fraction of milk in the first container. Milk is 4:2. Milk and water is 4:1. So fraction of milk is 4 upon total. 4 upon 4 plus 1. Right? Plus, right, in the numerator, you need all the fractions of milk. So fraction of milk of the second container. 5 upon 5 plus 2. Now this should be divided by fraction of all waters. 4:1. So fraction of water 1 upon 4 plus 1. 5:2. Water is 2 parts. So fraction of water is 2 upon 5 plus 2. So this should be equal to 4 by 5 plus the 5 by 7 is divided by 1 by 5 plus the 2 by 7. Multiply throughout by 35. You get 28 plus 25 is divided by 7 plus 10. Answer is 53 is to 17. 53 is to 17 is your answer. Kindly check it up. 53 is to 17. Yes, Mohtashin, Hanif, Nivedita, Sri Ram Reddy, correct answer. 53 is to 17 should be the last answer. The 53 is to 17 is the last and final answer. 53 is to 17 is the last answer. 53:17 is the full and final answer. Okay guys, moving ahead to the next question. This is done. And guys, I have one update for you. Other than the Sunday fun day, we are practicing mostly aptitude, but one important topic of engineering maths, even aptitude, it's a topic common to both. It is used in both the places. That is a very crucial topic for you, probability. A very crucial topic of probability, which students demand and which students need more practice. They are little fearful or little weak in that topic. I am planning a series, okay, to discuss up 51 most expected questions. 51 most expected questions of probability to make you comfortable in probability. Those 51 questions will cover every type of range of probability question, including up to the Bayes theorem as well. Okay, all theorems and all basic concepts, the dice problems, the gaming problems, miscellaneous type of problem, counting problem, everything, every range of probability question that can be there, maybe in the aptitude part, maybe in the engineering mathematics part. Aptitude probability questions are related to both. 51 most expected questions, right? So if you are interested in learning probability, entire probability through the 51 questions, you can just follow the same channel. In case if you are not subscribed, subscribe the channel immediately. Okay. Yes, with the questions there will be concept also, don't worry Madhu Amsi, there will be concepts, there will be techniques, right? You don't worry. I am telling you now, through this 51 questions you are going to get comfortable in probability. That means there is going to be concepts as well, there is going to be techniques and tricks as well, everything is going to be there, right? This starts mostly from Wednesday. I will confirm you. That is why guys, just stay subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out. I will update you in my Telegram also, but this starts mostly from Wednesday. Okay, by tomorrow is the Monday, we'll all sit and finalize the dates. Okay, but mostly from Wednesday, that is 3rd August. Okay, mostly from Wednesday, 3rd August, but it's going to be in the night. Dhyan rakhna. It's going to be in the night. Okay. So 51 most expected questions, not in one session. If I take in one session, it will be very long. Okay. So 3-4 different sessions will cover the total 51 questions, right? Okay. 3-4 different sessions will be there every day. 13-14 questions. If we target also, we'll be able to get comfortable. Okay. So step by step, you will learn. Step by step. That is why, you know, if I have to go step by step, I can take concepts and questions, everything. Okay. So if you are all interested, join live. Exact dates will be notified to you by tomorrow. Most likely it is Wednesday. You can count upon that. Most likely Wednesday. You can count upon that, and starting from night. Okay, that is going to be night, somewhere like 10:30 to 11. Okay, the time and all will be totally, date and time will be confirmed to you. But it's going to be night, like 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m. types. Okay, it's going to be night this time. It's not like Sunday funday morning. It's going to be night. You get yourself free from college and your any other assignments if you have. We are going to come live, and night also you can sit and study. It's around 1 hour session daily. Okay, I'll try to cover total 51 questions in around 3 to 4 sessions. All okay guys? Okay. And then if the response of the students is good, I will plan one quiz also on probability, one interesting Menti quiz on probability based on the attendance and response of the students. Okay. There will be one interesting Menti quiz, live interactive quiz on the YouTube platform. And this is all beginning mostly from Wednesday night. Okay, so stay updated to the Telegram and to the YouTube channel. So stay subscribed. Okay, those who are not connected to me through Telegram, I'll share you the link of the Telegram. Also, you can connect me through Instagram as well. You can connect me and ask me any of your personal queries. Personal means related to GATE preparation only, not any other personal thing. But yes, you can connect me through Telegram or as well as Instagram. I will share you the link of the Telegram at least so that you can join up and you can connect with me immediately. Here it is, the link of my Telegram available in front of you. That is the link of my Telegram. You can join the Telegram. The PDF of today's session will be in the Telegram. The notification of probability classes, all other notifications will be in the same Telegram. Today's PDF, which is going to be password protected, is in that Telegram only. I will share you today. Let's come to the question now. let's come to the question. Two alloys A and B contain gold and copper in the ratio 2:3 and 3:7 by mass. Equal masses of alloy A and B. Equal masses of alloy A and B. So rather than containers, okay, here they have alloys and both the alloys contain two types of metals, gold and copper. Okay, gold and copper. Okay. No, Hanif, no. Gold and copper to make an alloy. Now the equal masses of alloy A and B are melted to form an alloy C. What is the ratio of gold to copper? Okay, what is the ratio of gold to copper? Directly I can solve, guys. It's a 2-mark question. Okay, no need to describe the data. What is the final gold to copper in the mixture? What is the mixture here? Mixture here is the alloy C, right? What is the gold to copper? Directly complete this question. Gold to copper, fraction of all the golds. In the first, gold and copper is 2:3. So gold fraction is 2/2 plus 3. Second one, gold to copper is 3:7. So fraction is 3/3 plus 7. Second वाले में आ जाएंगे. Denominator, we need the fraction of copper. To 2:3. 3 part is copper. So 3/2 plus 3 divided by 3/7 है. So copper is 7. 7/3 plus 7. That's your answer. One line you can finish these questions. In one line, where students struggled in this question, you can finish it in one line. Okay, it is 2/5 plus 3/10 divided by 3/5 is added with 7/10, multiplying throughout by 10. So you have 4 plus 3 divided by 6 plus 7. Your answer is equal to 7 is to 13. 7 is divided by 13. 7 is to 13 is the answer. Just one line or 2-line calculation it is. That's it. Option number B. 7 is to 13. It's a 2-mark question. All good. Moving ahead to the next question. Two vessels A and B contain spirit and water mixed in the ratio 5:2, 7:6 respectively. Find the ratio in which these mixtures be mixed to obtain a new mixture in vessel C containing the spirit and water in ratio 8:5. ध्यान देना, two vessels contain spirit and water, okay, in some ratios. Find the ratio in which the mixture to be mixed. Okay, find the ratio in which the mixture to be mixed. Okay, to obtain a new mixture. Okay, new mixture. तो देखो ये जो new mixture है ना, please pay attention. New mixture is obtained by taking the mixture from vessel A and taking the mixture from vessel B. What is the ratio in which the mixture to be mixed? Okay, let's say this quantity is N1 and let's say, yeah, oh, sorry guys, it is erased. I can't do anything rather than writing again. So suppose there is the new mixture which is mixed by taking the contents of mixture A and taking the contents of mixture B. Find the ratio in which both the mixture to be mixed. Okay, let's say mixture A is volume V1. Let's say mixture B is volume V2. We need to find the ratio. That means it is a clear indication. It is a clear indication that V1 is not equal to the V2, right? क्योंकि ratio पूछा है. Okay. If the V1 were equal to V2, then the ratio is 1. They would not ask the ratio, right? The ratio in which they are mixed to obtain a new mixture. So V1 is not equal to V2 and the V1 is not equal to V2. Same rule you can apply with a little modification. That is rule number 3, multiplying by the volume. Okay. Now the new mixture, the ratio of spirit and water is 8:5. Is 8:5. Okay. जो final mixture है, guys. In the final mixture, spirit to water is 8/5, correct? Spirit to water is 8/5. Now, according to rule number 3, okay, this should be equal to spirit and water in first is 5:2. So, fraction of spirit is 5/5 plus 2. That should be multiplied by V1. Fraction of spirit in the second one, 7/7 plus 6 multiplied by the V2, second quantity. Denominator में again same, the fraction of water will come. So 2/5 plus 2 multiplied by the volume. 7:6. So what is the fraction of water? 6/7 plus 6 V2. We need the V1 is to V2. We'll just solve it up from here. Okay, so this is 7 and 13. Cross multiply. So this is 563 V1. Left hand side you have 8/5 plus this is 7, 7, 7, 49 V2, and denominator में it is 2 into 13. This should be equal to 26 V1 plus 7 into 6, 42 V2. Right? 8 say just have to multiply and simplify the answers, whatever the answer may be coming up. Okay, this is 208 V1 plus 336 V2. That should be equal to 63 into 5, that is 315 V1 plus 49 into 5 will be 245 V2. Right? So simplification will give you what? How much of V1? 107 V1 is actually equal to how much times? This is 109. Sorry, 91 V2. So in what way it can be cancelled? Just let me recheck. Which cancellation factor nahi, some calculations I may have to recheck or what. Just check up, guys. This may be little different. Okay, this is all correct. What all is there? 8:5 is there. That ratio also taken correctly. This number seem to be correct. 5 upon 5 plus 2, 7 upon 7 plus 6, 2 upon 5 plus 2, 6 upon 7 plus 6, all going good. Okay, let me just recheck with the calculation, guys. This is 5 into 13, correct. That is 7 into 7. Looks good. All look good. This is 7, 6, 42. But where is the error happening? ये match नहीं होगा क्या data? Guys, 117 V1. Why 117 V1? Where it is 117 V1? Nah, it's 26. Some calculation error. नहीं मधुवंशी 117 कैसे आ रहा है? No. Is it 117? Then it will be matching, but it is not getting as 117. For that it has to be 325. For that it has to be 650. No, that is not 650. That is perfectly 63 only. Sorry. That is not 63. Correct. This portion is 65. 5 into 13. Okay. Yes, Johan. App is also going on. This is 325. Correct. Sometimes, we don't focus on the mistake part. That is what happens. So this is 117. Perfect now. This is perfect, 117. Right. And then you have easily ratio of V1 by V2, which is 91 is divided by 117. And this is clearly cancelled by the factor of 13. So 7 is divided by 9. 7 divided by 9, option number D. Rule number 3 of allegation. 7 by 9, option number D. Okay. Correct, Hanif, Vamshi. Correct. So answer is option number D. 7 is divided by the 9. 7 is divided by the 9. 7 is divided by 9. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Okay. Rule number 4, the final rule of allegation. Final rule of allegation. Yes, periodically, Saurav. Last Sunday I took a reasoning topic also. Last episode was seating arrangement and ordering. So I'll keep mixing up Saurav Das. Okay. Rule number 4, that is the replacement rule. That is the replacement rule. If a container originally contains V units of pure liquid and K units of liquid is taken out and replaced by K units of water, what you call it as milavat, adulteration. You have a pure liquid. Okay. You have some pure liquid. Right. You take out the pure liquid, some units, and replace by water so that the container look full. Okay, you are fooling the other guy. The container looks full, but the pure liquid was taken out. Suppose milk was taken out and water is refilled. Okay, mixture, allegation. Okay, this is actually the process of adulteration, milavat. Okay, false measuring. Okay, this process, if it is repeated n times, then what is the final quantity of pure liquid left? Okay, final quantity of pure liquid left. It is given by the formula V into 1 minus K by V raised to the power n. V is the total volume and K is the volume that is replaced each time. N is the total number of times you do the activity. Right. This is most important, but worst case I'm telling you this formula. If every time different quantity is replaced, if every time different quantities like K1, K2, K3, then it will be given by V into 1 minus K1 by V1. It's a successive effect, 1 minus K2 by V2 and etc. Okay, so since time is already approaching 12:30, 1.5 hours gone, so no need to prove it up, but it is based on the successive change concept. This rule of allegation is based on successive change, like we have studied the compound interest cases and all in the percentage classes. This is a successive change concept. If the same quantity is there, 1 minus K by V power n, otherwise 1 minus K1 by V, 1 minus K2 by V, but this is the rarest case. Most commonly you can expect the question on this type. What is that question? Have a look here. 8 liters are drawn from a cask full of wine and is then filled with water. 8 liters are drawn from a cask full of wine and is then filled with water. Okay, you can just assume a jar or container only. This operation is performed 3 more times. Performed 3 more times. And total 8 liters are drawn from a cask full of wine and filled with water. Okay, so this is the volume that is replaced. 8 liters is taken out and replaced with the water. So this should be K. This is performed 3 more times. So 1 time plus 3 more times. Total value of N is 4. 3 more times. Total value of repetition is 4. The ratio of quantity of wine now left in the cask to that of water is 16 is to 65. Wine upon water is 16 divided by 65. Okay, wine now left. Okay, quantity of wine now left. So I can call it as left wine divided by water is 16 by 65. How much wine did the task originally hold? How much wine? Let's say that volume is initially V. Let's say the volume is initially V. So what is the left wine? According to rule number 4, what is the left wine? Okay, left wine is given by the formula V into 1 minus K by V power N. 1 minus K by V power N. Okay, so this should be equal to original volume V 1 minus 8 by V raised to the power 4. Okay, now wine and water bola gaya hai 16 by 65. 16 by 65. So how much is the wine of the total? From here I can say how much is the left wine. Right, if ratio is known 16 by 65, so 16 upon 16 plus 65 is the fraction of left wine. Right, it is the fraction of left wine. 16 upon 16 plus 65. From the ratio, we convert into the fraction. So I am using that fraction. What is the fraction of left wine? It is 16 upon 16 plus 65. That is 16 divided by 81. Similarly here, ये तो left wine हो गया. So what is the fraction of left wine? Okay, what is the fraction of left wine? That is known as the left wine divided by total. Okay, total volume is V, right? So divide by the V, total is V. So when you divide by V, you get 1 minus 8 by V ki power 4. When you divide by V on the left hand side, you get 1 minus 8 by V ki power 4. And according to the previous discussion, this should be 16 by 81. 1 minus 8 by V raised to the power 4 is 16 divided by 81. And 16 by 81 is 2 by 3 power 4. We have to convert into power 4. 16 is 2 power 4. 81 is 3 power 4. Power 4 is cancelled. 1 minus 8 by V is 2 by 3. So 8 by V will give you 1 by 3. What should be the V? It is 24. V is equal to 24. V is equal to the 24. Right. So how much wine there is there in the cask originally? It is 24 liters. It is 24 liters. Got it, everyone? This is the rule number 4 of allegation. Let's go to the next question. A GATE 2-mark question based on this. A container originally contains 10 liter of pure spirit. 10 liter of pure spirit. So this is the original volume, 10. From this container, 1 liter of spirit is replaced with 1 liter of water. How much is the volume of replacement? That is known as K, and that is 1 liter. Subsequently, 1 liter of the mixture is again replaced with 1 liter of water, and this process is repeated one more time. Total kitna hua? Okay, once it is told. subsequently 1 more liter, and then this process is repeated 1 more time. So total kitna hua? Total n is equal to 3. Total times they are repeating this activity is 3. How much spirit is now left? How much spirit is now left? So what is the left spirit formula? It is original volume 1 minus K by V raised to the power n. Just apply this formula. Original volume is 10 multiplied by 1 minus K. K value is 1, divide by 10, total power 3. So this is 10, 1 minus 1 by 10, that is 9 by 10 whole cube. So 9 cube is 729, divided by 10 cube is 1000. One of the 0 is cancelled. Divide by 100 bacha, 7.29 liters. Very simple question, this one. Okay, that too for 2 marks earlier. 7.29 liters is the answer. Rule number 4 of allegation. So rule number 4 of allegation is just like adulteration. It is just like adulteration process, right? It is just like the adulteration process. Got it, everyone? Okay, so we had 4 rules of allegation discussed in this. We had 4 rules of the allegation discussed. This was on the rule number 4. This was on the rule number 4. Rule number 4, if I mention once again, where is that rule number 4? This is a process where we are actually taking up the concepts based of adulteration. Concepts based on adulteration. Beloved, pure quantity ko water se, unpure quantity se, which is freely available, we are replacing. That's it. That is what we are doing. That is what we are doing. That is what we are doing. And let me just write down one thing here. Let me just mention here the password for today's PDF. Password for today's PDF, and that is going to be water. Water. Okay, so today's PDF, which will be in the Telegram, I already shared you the link of the Telegram. I have again shared you. You can join this Telegram to get the PDF and more updates about the classes, right? And as I have already mentioned, okay, this is the password done. I have already mentioned with you one more series I am bringing you based on probability. Most likely that will start from Wednesday. Exact confirmation I will give you tomorrow on the YouTube channel also, and also on the Telegram, right? Okay, so stay subscribed to the YouTube also. If you are not subscribed, the probability series is going to come up here. 51 questions of probability that will make all your concepts and all the cases of probability clear. A to Z range of problems will be covered, from the simplest to the toughest level of probability. You will become very good in probability using those 51 questions. Okay, that is going to start most likely from Wednesday, and that is going to be in the night. For more updates, stay subscribed to the channel. Wednesday is the date, most likely you can mark. And on this Tuesday, another event, and this is on app. This is not a YouTube event. This is on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, where we are going to practice up 25 most important engineering mathematics previous year questions. Right. This is a session for all branches of engineering. That is why the PYQ I'm going to cover is from linear algebra, probability and random variable, and from the calculus part. Okay, from the calculus, probability, random variable, linear algebra, so that all branches, whether it is EC, EE, mechanical, civil, CS, IN, all branches can attend this. 25 crucial, important previous year questions. Let's have a go through of them and let's understand the level and let's see the solutions of them. Tuesday at 8 PM, just day after tomorrow, on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Right, so once again guys, if you have not subscribed this channel where you are watching the session, do subscribe. And if you have really enjoyed, if this was a fun day, this is a 1.5 hours session that I have taken, really enjoyed, do not forget to like the session before leaving it. Bye bye, thank you guys, stay safe and take care. Telegram ID is just shared with you, Deepak. Bye bye, thank you, stay safe and take care. See you in another episode. Bye bye.